Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Two Live Sean, and I'm here telling my story on how I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And I posted this video before, like a year ago or something like that. And it didn't look that good to me, so I'm doing it over. So let's get right into it. So this was maybe 11, 12 years ago. I, yeah, it was 11, 12 years ago. I was 9 years old, and just randomly, I just started getting sick out of nowhere. It started with like headaches, stomach aches, like it just started like something basic though. Like I'm gonna go in like a 3 week span because that's how it was. But yeah, it started headaches, stomach aches, just basic that first week. And so my mom was like, "All right, let's go to let's go to the yearly doctor, the physician, or whatever you call the whatever." So she was like, "Yeah, let's go to the doctor." So I went to the doctor. They tested me, they checked me out, or whatever the case was, and she said, he's constipated. Let's give him some medicine for his constipation. So she gave me some pills to make me try to go to the bathroom because that's what they thought it was because my head and stomach was hurting. So she was like, yeah, let's do that. So they give me those. That was the beginning of like the first week or whatever. So I go through the whole first week. My head and stomach is like just slowly, well, not, it's just getting worse, like progressively just getting worse. My head was hurting really bad, like to like a throbbing sometimes, and then like my stomach was really hurting a lot. And it was just to the point to it wasn't really that bad, but it was really getting worse that first week. And so going on, so I went the whole week trying to take the medicine that they gave me, and going on into the second week, the beginning of the second week, we go back to the doctor because it just wasn't, nothing was changing. So we go back to the same doctor actually, and my mom was like, nothing's changing, he's getting worse, like I don't know what we should do, like nothing is really changing. So she was like, they ran some more tests. She was like, oh no, it has to be, he's constipated. So just have him take the medicine for his constipation, and he, once it kicks in, he should be good. So they tell me to just keep taking the same stuff that they gave me, and it should start working. So that was the beginning of the second week. Going into the second week, it just, a lot of stuff started getting really, really bad. And from what I know now, these are all of the symptoms of high blood sugar and DKA. So I started, like throughout that whole second week, I started losing a bunch of weight, like getting really, really skinny to the point where it was like I was looking like a skeleton almost, from like my face, all, it was just everywhere. I was losing a bunch of weight, and I was really drained of energy. I didn't have the strength to really move around and stuff. It would take a lot out of me to even do that. My head and stomach was still progressively getting worse through the whole second week after they sent me back for the second time. So I was like constantly thirsty. I felt like, I don't know, it was weird. I was like constantly thirsty. I was using the bathroom like every 5-10 minutes to like, it was to the point to where it was like I haven't used the bathroom. It would seem like I haven't used the bathroom in hours, but I was doing it every 5-10 minutes. Like I said, I was constantly thirsty. I was just feeling bad. Like I had the headache, stomach ache, thirsty, using the bathroom a lot. I've just felt like really dehydrated, even though I constantly was drinking stuff. I felt like really, really dehydrated. And so all of those things started happening to me throughout the whole second week. And so we go to the doctor that weekend. Let's just say the second time I went, let's say I went Monday, and then so all of this happened throughout the week. So we go back that weekend of the second week, and she was like, something really has to be going on. We don't know. Like at the time, like I never heard of diabetes type 1, type 2, nothing. Like I never heard of anything like that. So my mom was like, it has to be something going on here. Like he is just not getting sick like this from constipation. And they would not do anything but say I was constipated, and it really gets to me to this day. So they supposedly ran more tests, and they just kept coming back with the medicine that he's taking is not kicking in. And once it does, it's going to flush out my system. That's what they were trying to tell us. It's going to flush out my system, and I will be feeling 10 times better. That's what I was told. So I got sent back a third time, 3 times. And like to this day, this just really upsets me. But so that was the third time. So this is going into the third week of me dealing with all of this. So this is the third week. Everything, all of the symptoms of high blood sugars was going on, but was super amplified to like the highest level. And since I never heard of diabetes, my mom, my dad, nobody know, like obviously, like we have some people in our family with diabetes, but we never, like they never seen it to that level. And since I was just 9 at the time, I obviously didn't know what was going on either. So like we just didn't know that those were the symptoms of being a diabetic. And so I just went through with, like I just was going through the motions of all of the symptoms, letting me know that my sugar was really high, and I was slowly like if you think of it, like me knowing now, I was slowly just like dying. And it was nothing like nobody was really trying to help, because they were giving me the wrong information and stuff like that. So like I said, it goes on to the third week, and I'm just feeling really bad. I'm laying around, not really, I didn't have the strength to really move and everything. And it was just, like I said, just getting really, really bad. I didn't have the strength to really move or do anything. Like I was still going to the bathroom a lot. So we go through the whole entire third week, and that weekend, the end of the third week, that weekend I was with my dad, and my mom was at church, and she called and asked how was I doing. Like she called, because I was with my dad. We went to my grandmother's house. She was like, how is Sean doing and everything? And they said it's not getting no better. It looks like it's getting worse. I was like just in and out of it. It was like really, really bad. I felt so terrible, and like to this day, all of this I'm saying is just like I would never forget it. It was so much and just so hard on me throughout the whole time. Like I would never forget this day. Like it's literally like I was like it just happened yesterday, and it was like 12 years ago. But she called, asked how I was doing. They said he's getting worse. He's just out of it. It's just like nothing we can do is helping. Like he just laying there and nothing is changing. Like he barely even talking. Like it was just bad. So she was like, okay, that's it, I'm taking him to the emergency. So she leaves church to come and get me. It was probably like a 15-20 minute drive or something like that. By the time she gets there, she calls in and tells them like, okay, I'm outside, like send him out. So like we need to hurry up and get him to the emergency because we don't know what's going on. So so they tell me like, okay, your mom outside, come on, let's go, put your shoes on, we gonna figure this out, you gonna be okay. And I get like, it was really hard for me to move, but I get up to go, and the second I get up, I just pass out. Like I just blacked out. I don't know what happened. I blacked out, and like from this point on, I was in and out. So I remember me trying to get up to get ready. I passed out, and I remember coming back to, and my dad was rushing me to the car, and I blacked out again. And I don't really remember the ride there, but I remember getting carried into the wheelchair, or being put into a wheelchair, rushed into the emergency. And I remember them rushing me into the back room, and then they just moving real fast, putting a bunch of IVs in me and everything like that. And then I just was out. After that, after I got to the hospital with all of the IVs, it was like I couldn't fight no more. It was just like I just was out. So what had happened was I went into a diabetic coma for the next 3 days. I don't know what was going on. I don't remember nothing throughout those 3 days. I don't know anything. I just remember them telling me when I finally got up. I like woke up 3 days later. I got up, and I remember when I first like opened my eyes, I was laying in the hospital bed. It was IVs all in my arms, and different kind of tubes and machines was all connected to me. And then I remember seeing like my mom and dad was sitting on the couch or whatever to my left. And then they like, once I got up, they pressed a button to let them know that I was back up, and they just ran some more tests and stuff like that. Then they gave me a couple of hours to get back to, and then they told me that they came in and said that I'm a type 1, or they came in and said that it was a blessing for me to even wake up out of this coma. They said they didn't say anything yet, but they wasn't expecting me to come out of that coma. They said my blood sugar was over 1,000. They said it's a miracle that I was even, right through that 3-week span, even still up that long to even make it as far as I did. They said, they said 1,000 was the highest they've ever seen. They said it's truly a blessing for me to even be alive right now. They said it was just really a miracle. Like they were literally surprised when they seen me like wake, like when they was coming in and I was out of the coma. Like it was like a surprise. It was like a miracle. Like they seen like a ghost. Like, it was crazy. Like they was so shocked that it's mind blowing that I can even go through all of that, and just hearing how they was saying how rare that is just really crazy to me. So they explained that it was one of the luckiest, and I don't count it lucky, I count it as me being blessed. They said it was a real blessing that I was up, and after that they kind of taught me. So I was there. After I woke up, I was there for like another 2 weeks. They taught me everything about diabetes. They taught me counting carbs, taking my shots, and pricking my finger, and everything. I went through like a whole long class of what I'm gonna have to do for the rest of my life. They explained what it is in more detail. Yeah, so they explained what it is, and they made sure I was good, and they kind of just sent me on my way. And then we had to go back like a week or two later to see the diabetic doctors, and that was pretty much it. That's the start of these last 12 years that I went through. And I'm just really blessed that everything worked out in my favor. I thank God that I'm still here right now. So, like the reason I wanted to just really tell this story and start making the videos that I'm going to be making is just because I feel like my story is really different and unique, and I feel like I can reach out to other diabetics to let them know that they're not the only ones that is going through this hard thing, because it's really, really hard to be a diabetic, and a lot of people don't know it unless you are diabetic or you physically have a diabetic in your family that you see go through all of the ups and downs that you have to go through. So I want to let other diabetics know that they're not the only one, like that I am here, and everything that I feel and went through, like you're not doing it all alone. And I kind of want to just raise awareness to people that's not diabetics, to the people who kind of don't understand what it is and kind of look down upon it and think it's less than what it is. And because I want to just raise awareness to that, because it is a very serious, life-threatening thing. And I just want to make videos just to do that, to help anybody that is a diabetic, not a diabetic, because you never know what I can say to change somebody's life or their mentality about everything. Because like I started at 9 and I went through from 9 all the way to 21, and I've seen and experienced some things, and I just want to share my knowledge that I went through and help people. So if you enjoyed this video, this was really serious to me, this is a really important video, please leave a like, comment down below. Just show me some love and support. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. I do post a lot of gaming videos as well. Those aren't going to stop, but I'm going to add these to the videos. And yeah, I'm going to add these to my posting of videos and stuff like that. So like I said, please show some love down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This been your boy 2 Live Sean, and I'm out. Peace.